So I'm out on a little solo backpacking trip, a 2-day, 1-night thing. The plan is to climb up Mount Haruna, see if I can find a place to camp. But about halfway up, thunder came in and started getting a bit too close for comfort. So I descended back down about 2K and found this little nice area to take some shelter. On this side we will have rain and thunder, and if you look on this side, blue skies, and my Garmin is showing about 40 degrees today, so it was scorching. Anyway, I didn't plan to do a really long video about this trip because yeah, it's like a short 1-day thing. I plan to take the opportunity to show you guys my bikepacking setup as it currently stands. By no means the ultimate setup or anything, but when I started looking around, I really liked finding videos of other guys showing what kind of bags and what kind of camping gear and that kind of stuff. So while I'm here taking shelter, I thought I'd start with the bags so you can see what I'm using. So this is the open. As you may have seen if you have been subscribing for a while. We start at the back. It's an Apidura. I think they renamed this model. It's the waterproof one. I think it's called Expedition or something like that now. Anyway, it's a smaller size. Yeah, because of work, my trips are often very short, just over the weekend, so I don't really need anything bigger. Since this is the only thing that is 100% waterproof, this is where I keep my sleeping gear and change my clothes and some other bits and pieces. Moving on to the frame bag, also Apidura. I think it's the road version, well, the road medium. I know there's a mountain bike version as well. It's pretty good fit. It was a better fit on my bokeh, but it works on the open as well. Here I basically have my camera gear and my drone and stuff. So if you don't carry a lot of that kind of stuff, I could probably skip this bag all completely, to be honest. On the top tube I have the Topeak Toploader. I think it's a newer bikepacking line. Now it's starting to come down again. Here I keep my batteries, a bit of electronics, also camera, mostly camera gear, not so much camping stuff, and like snacks. Well, now there's nothing in there, but since this one actually has a rain cover, like this, I keep my batteries and yeah, cameras and stuff like that, so easy to grab and easy to cover if it starts raining like it does right now. On the front I have a Fairweather Handle Barbag, including a pouch that goes on top. In the bag I have my tent and my sleeping pad, which will go in more depth a bit later on. And here it's also easy to grab stuff like nuts and more camera gear, snacks and stuff I want to get to easily. What else? Toothbrush and that kind of stuff. I really don't need to keep it there, but anyway, that's it. If you wonder what this is just so I can strap down my drone controller if I want to ride and drone at the same time, and I keep my Garmin on the stem. In terms of water, I have 2 Camelbak bottles. I use the smaller one for drinking, and this, since I actually took off the what do you call it? The drinking nipple. The drinking, yeah, the rubber thing to drink on. This is just to carry water. Same with the Cageless fabric water bowl, also just for carrying water basically. I also keep an emergency 1-liter soft bottle that I have in one of the bags. I don't remember exactly now. If I don't know if there's water around the campsite, it's always good to be able to carry up some emergency water, even if it's just going down to some water stream or something, because you can always boil the stuff. Oh, speaking of boiling, I forgot to say I keep the cooking gear in the seat pack as well. Yes, because I don't know, that's where it fits basically. We'll go a bit more in depth on the cooking thing as well once I set up camp. Yep. Still at it in the dark. Woo! Oh, So welcome to the castle. Yesterday the weather wasn't really cooperating, so I had to stay at that shelter, or not shelter, I had to stay at that rest area for quite a while before the rain stopped. And I still decided to climb up in the dark to find a camping area. So yeah, this is the tent. It's a big Agnes Fly Creek UL2, actually a two-man tent. If you were to sleep two people in this though, you really need to like each other. I mainly took the two people version because I have a lot of space for all the bags and stuff. I can bring everything into the tent if it starts raining and stuff like that. And it's still stupid light. Now I don't remember exactly how light it is, but I will put it somewhere on the screen. It's a bit of an older model. They made a newer one, but it's still super compact. It's like just disappears in a small. Well, you see in a while. As you can see, plenty of space for a one-man band, and you can still have all your bags and stuff. You have some small pockets you can put your phone and everything, so all good in the hood. And I use a Sea to Summit ultralight sleeping bed, air mattress, also pretty compact. My sleeping gear here is just a silk liner and a sleeping bag cover that you can probably use as a bivvy if you wanted to, but yeah, it's not really necessary to have a full-on sleeping bag in the summer here. But I have one of those too, a really lightweight one, actually a Chinese cheap brand as well. I will put some links in the description for the stuff I can find. So I will just make some coffee, wake up a bit, and then pack this up and start heading home. Animals, love them animals. There are some bad animals around as well, so yeah. So let's check out the cooking solution. So this is my little cooking solution. It's actually a hand-me-down, so I actually don't know if you can buy this anymore. Basically it's 2 pots inside this, and I'm going gas canister for the ease of it. I have a little sponge, lighter, and this thing. This little titanium stove. It's, like you see, it's super small, and it's probably one of the better buys I've done in terms of camping gear. This little thing is super cheap. I don't have the price in my head right now, but I will post links to this one. It's like 20 grams or something ridiculous light like that. Super cheap as well. It's also one of those Chinese solutions. Basically, just tighten this down. Like you saw in the beginning, the pots go into each other, so it's a good size to pop in the top of the seat pack. I got this handed down to me, so I didn't buy them, and I thought they would be too big, but actually ended up being a really good size, especially for ramen. And this is my awesome coffee cup, plastic, 100 yen store. It even says outdoor. So coffee, let's get some coffee. The big Agnes tents are not the cheapest, that's for sure, and it's way overkill for me, who does maybe 2 or 3 trips a year. There are a couple of Chinese copies of this that I probably would have bought if I knew about it. My mate uses one of those, and they're, yeah, basically a copy of this one. Maybe a few grams heavier, but not much. Just about as compact as well. So if you're interested, the brand is Nature Hike. I will put some links to that as well. So this is the whole tent, fly, footprint and inner So this is a 2-man, like I said. You can't really complain of the size at least. Fitting it into the handlebar is a piece of cake, and you have room to spare. Putting in my sleeping pad as well, no problem. Still have a lot of room in here, so yeah, not bad. I hope you liked the walkthrough of the bikepacking gear. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about bikepacking gear, the camping gear or bags or whatever. If you have your own favorites, will be interesting to hear as well. Found this interesting or something, leave a like and subscribe if you feel like it. Always appreciate it. And I will catch you in the next one. Peace!